The poppy. When was it first discovered? When was it first cultivated? What is it good for and how can we use it? Are there any bad effects on the body if we consume too much? How has it changed over the years? Let's you and I find out together.
Earliest reference to the growth of the opium poppy was in 3400 BC in what was Lower Mesopotamia, now known as Southeast Asia. From there, it was cultivated by the Sumerians, who referred to it as hul-gil or joy plant. The Sumerians passed it on to the Assyrians, who in turn passed it to the Egyptians. As people learned of the power of opium, demand increased. Many countries began to grow and process opium. Its cultivation spread along Silk Road, an 18th century term for interconnected routes that ran from Europe to China. These trade routes developed between the empires of Persia and Syria on the Mediterranean coast and the Indian kingdoms of the east. By the late Middle Ages, the routes extended from Italy in the west to China in the east, and to Scandinavia in the north. Opium was one of the products traded along the Silk Road. From its earliest cultivation, poppies were used for their medicinal values. This was helped due to its durability for long-term storage without losing its properties. Though it's come a long way from Mesopotamia, poppies have been used to manage pain, aid sleep, and even help with stomach issues. This is possible mainly due to the opiates found in the poppy. The 6 main ones are morphine, codeine, narcotine, laudanine, papaver and oripavine. As medicine advanced, as did our knowledge of the poppy, and we can now better understand and replicate the properties, therefore increasing its effectiveness as a medicine. In its very early days as a medicine, poppies were usually ingested 2 ways. Either the seeds were crushed and used as a spice on foods and sweets, or the whole plant was used. The seeds, pods and stem were crushed down and made into a tea. Today, the alkaloids are extracted and used in a variety of forms as a treatment, making them more potent and the dosage easier to control. They can be used as rubs, creams, or pills to treat many complaints. Let's talk about pain. Well, pain might be too broad of a subject. Let's talk about the poppy's influence on pain. Whether it's mild or severe, acute or chronic, poppies have been a major source of relief for decades. From its crude beginnings to modern-day medicine, poppies have been, and still are, crucial. One major drawback of treating pain is the high addiction rate of opium. A World Health Organization study showed in 2016 alone, over 19,000 died as a result of opium addiction in the US. More research is currently being done on a mutant opium-free poppy, which may hold the key on making the treatment less addictive. Poppies have also been used to aid sleep. For a long time, it was used on people who suffered with insomnia. Commonly ingested as a tea, poppies have a powerful drowsiness effect. It is still unsure if the poppies alone can induce sleep, or if it has to be used in combination with something else. Its effectiveness as a sleeping agent is no secret though. Many pieces of art from ancient Greece to Rome depict the poppy plant and its significance in sleep. Even in Greek mythology, Nyx, the goddess of night, Hypnos, the god of sleep, Morpheus, the god of dreams, and Thanatos, the god of death, have connections to the poppy. Among its many other uses, poppies have been used to treat varying gastrointestinal problems. Opium has been studied to cause constipation. This may cause problems for an otherwise healthy person, but its effect can be used to treat diarrhea. Although it's not normally the first choice in the treatment of diarrhea because of its possible side effects, it is still regularly used. Though there are studies showing that opium poppies reduce stomach cramps, there are also conflicting reports stating the treatment having the opposite effect and causing agonizing stomach cramps. If opium poppies are to become a viable treatment, more studies are needed to better understand its effects and its efficiency. Poppies have also been studied to reduce the feeling of nausea and vomiting.
Clearly, poppies have had a profound effect on human civilization, medicine, and art. Its use from 30,000 years ago to today, they remain a vital source of medicine and an indispensable tool in our medical tool belt. Although its importance in pain relief is well-founded, more research is needed into its effects of the gastrointestinal uses and its potential side effects. Its use for insomnia is still prevalent today, although its potential is still being studied.